Hi, welcome to another Mind Blow mini lesson with Miss Hoover. Today we are talking author's purpose. Our I can statement today is I can read a text and determine the reason the author chose to write it. So author's purpose, we're just kind of reflecting on why did the author write this piece. So materials needed today, Chromebook, chapter book, author's purpose brochure, and a positive can-do attitude. So I used an example from a book that I bought this summer called Woke. It's a great book. It's a poetry book. And I know what you're thinking, like, Miss Hoover, poetry's not for me. I'm not a huge fan of poetry either, but I loved it. So come see me so I can convince you to read this awesome book. And I chose a poem from this book as my example for author's purpose. So let's quickly talk about author's purpose before I get to my example. So usually when teachers are teaching you author's purpose, we like to use the acronym PIE. And for this purpose, we're going to use PIED. So hopefully you ate before you're watching this video. Otherwise, I'm going to make you a little bit hungry. So persuade. An author can try to persuade you. So they're trying to get you to buy something or believe a way that they believe. Okay? Inform. Authors are just giving you the facts. They're just telling you what's up. They're informing you about a topic. Entertain. They want you to kind of have an emotion involved with what they are telling you. A lot of times we put entertain with like comical, or it makes you kind of feel good. So that would be another reason why authors write. Authors can write to explain as well. So they could just be explaining something and just trying to get that information to you. And last but not least, they could just be describing something. So they're going to use a lot of adjectives. You're going to really understand whatever they're describing. So those are the 5 ways or the reasons that authors write. So keep those in mind as I go through my example and kind of connect it to your own chapter book to see if you can figure out the author's purpose. When talking about author's purpose, here are some sentence starters you can use. So the author's purpose is, this text was written to, the purpose of this text is to blank. Okay? Now my example, I love this poem. Because I think it's a really good reminder for all of us. And I'm going to show you the graphic that actually goes with it. And it's called The Good Body is the poem. So we see this girl, she's kind of stretching in the mirror. You can kind of tell on her face she's like unsure about her viewpoint about her body. So I'm going to read it and kind of walk through how I determined the author's purpose. Your body can be a jungle gym of movement. Your body can be a chapel of quietude. Your body can roll and grow like a long sentence, or your body can be a small, mighty punctuation. Your body can be encased in metal, adorned with wheels. It can need medicine and extra support. Sometimes your body can make you angry or sad because it doesn't look like you want it to, or it doesn't do what you'd like it to do, because you have limits that you want to move beyond. But remember, even on the days you aren't feeling yourself, your body is always a good body because it carries good in you. So, in my opinion, and there's a couple different ways I could have gone with this, but I think the author's purpose is to persuade me. And they're trying not to persuade me to buy something, but to persuade me that even if my body doesn't work exactly how I want it to, or it doesn't look how I want it to, it's a good body, okay? Now, I need text evidence to support this, so I chose persuade. And I said the author was trying to persuade the reader that no matter what, your body is good enough. The quote that proves this is, your body is always a good body because it carries the good in you. So that would be an example of why I thought the author was trying to persuade me. So in your chapter book, you need to figure out what is the author's purpose and give me some text evidence to support your answer. Come see me if you need help.